Hello, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2020. I've got to say, this is probably the first time I've worn a robe while doing a speech, and I've got to admit, I look pretty fly. This is probably the last time that all of us will be here together in one room. Pretty bittersweet, isn't it? Today is a day of reflection, accomplishment, and celebration. All the hard work and dedication that we put into this for 12 years now has led to this very moment. And if it wasn't for COVID, it would have come a lot earlier. But what else can you expect from 2020? Here we are at the end of a long road, and ahead of us is a world full of opportunities, adventures, and journeys. It's an exciting day not only for us, but for our families too. The world is your oyster. Unless you're allergic, then it's not your oyster. There are so many thank yous that we all need to say to staff at Melville Senior High School, including the principal, admin, support staff, teachers. You've all done so much for us. Melville Senior High School is a big school of about 1,500 students, and I'm pretty sure I can speak on behalf of everyone when I say each and every one of us here felt like we actually matter. We received guidance, opportunities, and a sympathetic ear. I know I was always proud to say that I'm from Melville Senior High School. The teaching staff have worked really hard and supported us to do our best. They have helped us by teaching us how to learn, making sure that we take care of ourselves mentally, physically, and look forward and prepare for the years ahead. I remember when I was in 6th grade and I came to Melville to do my audition for the music program. I came back out into the staff car park with my guitar in my hand, and a random man came up to me and he said, "How'd you go?" and asked if I would be coming to Melville next year. Luckily, this random man turned out to be our principal, Mr. White, just being his super nice self. The admin and student services staff are actually really nice and happy and great to deal with. They've helped me in many ways, from answering my questions to being there when I was sick. Except when I threw up in student services, then they all ran out. I would also like to acknowledge the gardening and cleaning staff of Melville who do a great job of keeping Melville so clean and a pleasant place to learn, especially in 2020, keeping us COVID free. They deal with all our mess, especially on mock-up day. To our parents who put up with us through the homework, tests, exams, assignments, and mood swings. You all go through the ups and downs with us. We are so lucky. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my very own parents for the constant support, love, and the free food. To 2020, yes, 2020, for getting us early offers into uni, for showing us what really matters in life, toilet paper, and health, and showing us how really resilient we are. It is a relief that we are finally done with the hard work and stress of exams and school, but now we get to face the big real world. My dad has always told me when I complained about school that you have no idea what the real world is like. Well, I guess we're about to find out. I'm so lucky to have an amazing school cohort and to have chosen Melville Senior High School. I know each and every one of you will achieve amazing things and have an amazing life story. So I'll make sure to remember all your names just in case one of you hits fame, and then I'll be able to sell your story to the newspapers. I was asked not to put any generic quotes in this speech, so I've decided to call this a flash quote. Life is like a camera. Focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if you don't like how it worked out, just take another shot. Make sure to be appreciative of everything that you have, and sometimes take a moment to step back and look at life. We are honestly so lucky to live such great lives, and going to Mongolia back in year 10 really put that into perspective for me and made me realise how fortunate we are. I would like to say a big thank you to my head girl, Ashley McIntyre, for being a great partner in crime, and I couldn't think of a better head girl to share this experience with. It's been a privilege being the head boy for 2020 and knowing all of you, the class of 2020. Good luck to each of you with your endeavours, and parents, don't forget your children. Those lost will be given to Mr. Tills for safekeeping. This is Dean Morris, your head boy, signing over and out.